everyone, I'm Will, and today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect honeysuckle tea. But before that, remember to like and subscribe and comment down below, and don't forget to press that notification bell down below. Right here, we have a honeysuckle shrub, and there's more over there, further over there, there's more right over here. This is an invasive species. This week is invasive week. We are going to use a invasive to use as our medicine for our perfect tea. What you are going to want to do for the perfect tea is we want to get into the part of the plant of where what it's called is the cortex, where the xylem and phloem are, where all the nutrients and water goes throughout the whole entire plant. That's going to be the strongest part of nutrients that we can get, and its anti-inflammatory properties will really help at this time of year with the cold. So what you're going to want to do is take your trusty knife and shave off and slightly and gently, like, cut right in, and then cut right in. And this doesn't really damage the plant at all, but this is invasive, and it's invasive week, so you want to cut a nice strip off and see where it's white. Where it's white is where we want for the tea. So if you just peel this off, it can easily come right off. And then use that for our tea. So I'm going to harvest some of it, and this is also very strong and great for cordage. A great way to transport without having all the strings of the honeysuckle go everywhere, if you actually have the, like, loop it up and bundle it up in a little loop, take two ends that are opposite of each other and wrap them around, one that way and then one the other way. And if you tie these off, quick little knot, you won't lose any of the small little fibers, and you got your bundle. Now what you are going to want to do next is you have your bundle of your honeysuckle, and because you have it in the bundle, it's already ready to put right in the jar. The quantity that you're looking for is just a small little bunch, like a quantity of probably a tablespoon of the bark. And you just put that in, and then about a cup and a half of about 180 degree water. Not too hot, because we don't want to bring out too many of the bitters, but we want to still bring out some of that medicine deep inside, that we can get that anti-inflammatory property to help during all that aches and pains that you get during the winter. So you want to add the hot water into a 1 pint mason jar. And you want to let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. And you can swirl it around. You want a metal lid with a ring. You want one of those, because I'm going to show you here next after the 10 to 15 minutes of when you have this letting it sit. Now it's been about 15 minutes. And when I look at it, not really a whole lot of the change to the coloration. It's going to be about the same. Not major different coloration changes are going to be there. Let's smell it. Very subtle. Smells very faintly like a like a medicine, like an anti-inflammatory medicine. And that's basically what you're getting from this. A little bit. And the trick is you can take a coffee filter, or if you don't have a coffee filter, a piece of paper towel, put that right over the top, take the lid out of the ring, and put the ring on top, and then punch a hole right on top that when you pour out, you can actually then have the pressure not stop the flow. If you don't punch the hole, the stream of the tea coming out can and might fully stop. So if you punch that, the pressure, it will keep flowing out. And also with the bark, you can take it back outside. You can put it in your compost if you want to. It will release a little bit, a few more nutrients back into your compost, and then you can put it into your garden, or just put it back outside of where you actually got it. Then the nutrients from the bark that's still deep inside can help other plants a little bit boost up, because a lot of plants that are anti-inflammatory and have that medicine, like willow, poplar, and even the honeysuckle, can actually create a little bit boosting effect to the growth of any plants. And also, if you do a cutting, you can actually use the cutting off of a branch to actually create root structure. So that's a really cool factor there. So then you just like pour it right out. Now pouring in the cup, I do see a slight coloration, a little yellowish green coloration to it. And let's smell it without the bark in there. Basically the same smell, not that much difference, and let's taste. Very subtle, smooth tasting, and on the back of the throat I'm getting more of the bitters, almost like imagine the flavor of like aspirin, or basically like ibuprofen kind of stuff, of like the willow bark kind of idea, where it's like the salicylic acid that's deep inside. I'm getting just a tiny bit in the back of the throat. But if you really want to like bring out those bitters and that medicine, do a decoction of the inner bark of what we have here and boil that for about an hour in about 8 to 12 cups of water, how concentrated you want it. But if you want that subtle flavor and smooth texture, this has a smooth texture. If you want that, and not taking that hour time of taking to make it, this takes about 10 minutes to make, at least. And you can still get that anti-inflammatory property that helps with the joints, get you moving during the cold weather of this year. It tastes fantastic. I recommend finding some honeysuckle. If you want to see how to identify this species of honeysuckle during the summer, click above where you can actually see how to identify it with the fruit and the leaves during the summer. If you want to see how to identify it during the fall of this species of honeysuckle, you are wanting to wait all the way to the end of the video when the videos pop up with the subscriber button also. So that is how you make the perfect honeysuckle tea. If you want to see more, go down in the description below, click the link to my channel, or press the round subscribe button to help me out to get to 10,000 subscribers. And until next time, remember to get outside, get fresh air, and have fun. See ya!